Hippocrates was born 460 BCE on the island of Kos, Greece, and later grew up to become one of history's most influential practicing physicians. Today's physicians continue the tradition of taking the Hippocratic Oath before officially practicing, thereby upholding a general code of ethics among doctors. It was developed by him in order to instill morale among his students and all future physicians. Additionally, Hippocrates is known for his efforts on the theory of four humors, which had a direct impact on the health of an individual if the humors were not in a proper balance. His research was recorded by his students. However, the oath and humoral theory remain the more widely known of his findings and separate him from other scholars of the Greek classical period. Doctors believed that the nature of man consisted of four specific humors, which included blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile, as developed by Hippocrates and his student Polybus. Each humor corresponds to one of the four seasons which it supposedly shared its characteristic with: blood to spring, yellow bile to summer, black bile to autumn, and phlegm to winter. If a person were maintaining a balance of all four humors, they were considered to have a healthy balance. Disease and illness were due to an imbalance of these humors. These humors marked a monumental breakthrough in the history of medicine because it established a time period that a basic model for how the human body works, but also that multiple systems were included in this new model when making a diagnosis. Doctors now had to consider many factors when it came to a patient, which had rarely, if at all, been done before. This article from the Harvard Library Open Collections program puts an emphasis on the Hippocratic theory, explaining physicians trained in humoral theory relied not only on a knowledge of medical texts, but also on personal understanding of the patient, on the inspection of blood, urine, and other fluids produced by the body, and on the patient's description of his or her symptoms. Furthermore, Hippocrates is set apart by his hand in creating an ethical code that has been followed since its creation to all practicing physicians even today. The code, known as the Hippocratic Oath, established a foundation for all future doctors to be the most ethical that they could be and gave an outline that physicians could follow with integrity. According to Britannica Academic, the oath dictates the obligations of the physician to students of medicine and the duties of pupil to teacher. In the oath, the physician pledges to prescribe only beneficial treatments according to his abilities and judgment, to refrain from causing harm or hurt, and to live an exemplary personal and professional life. A physician's life is about healing others, and Hippocrates wanted to make it known that a person holding this kind of power should only use it for the benefit of others. In the humanistic tradition, the author explains, these intellectuals laid the groundwork and the methodology for the beginnings of Western science and philosophy as formal disciplines. In conclusion, the contributions of Hippocrates will no doubt continue to be valued among modern societies and generations to come. His revelation in the theory of the four humors, as well as his creation in the Hippocratic Oath, have shaped today's field of modern medicine and continue to be recognized as significant pieces of human history.